Here's the first question. What got you to look at painting from the perspective of a point so small versus a stroke? And how is that affecting, is that indicative of your life?
That's an interesting question. Where I always drew, I always did artwork growing up, you know, and so where it kind of got transformed into dots was through the guidance of a high school teacher who introduced our class to pointillism and then had us do a project. And for me, it opened up a world of life in a two-dimensional form. Because every time even now, I'll venture outside of dots and try and just paint with strokes in classical fashion, but it just lacks that life. You know, when I paint in dots, it's like they're lit from behind. They provide their own light, and so at that point, subject matter kind of became irrelevant for me. As subject matter just became a vehicle to apply that principle of color and light to a substrate of some sort. What was the second part of that again?
The second part is
how it applies to my life.
To your life,
right?
Let's start with a simple question. Do you see your life as an artist different than your life as a person?
No, not at all. Now more than ever it applies to every aspect of my life. But even through my developmental years from 20 to 50, everything I tried to do, I tried to have that same sort of feeling walking away from it. I was a builder, and I was a commercial fisherman, and I ran a nightclub, and all of that. I was able to bring that approach, making what I did separate from what everyone else did, and what separated it was that artistic approach. That was just unique to me. It wasn't necessarily greater than anybody else. It was just my own individual contribution. For example, for the nightclub, it was a nightclub in Alaska, and I ended up, doing several large wood carvings for them, and a lot of the theme of the bar kind of became designed around that, and so, but I was in charge of construction and managing. It wasn't an art job for me, and so.
You want to take